Adobe Premiere Pro for beginners. Welcome guys. Today I'm going to show you the softwares that I use to edit my videos, and that is Adobe Premiere Pro and After Effects. I know most of you guys have a problem with video editing. Some of you use some softwares that are not very advanced to edit your videos, and some of you do not know how to get even Adobe Premiere Pro. Where do you get it? How do you subscribe if you have money? And today I'm going to take you through the introduction of how to start or to get started with Premiere Pro. Personally, I've used so many video editing softwares, and at the end of the day, Premiere Pro becomes the best of the best softwares to edit videos. So as you can see here in my computer, here is my Adobe Premiere Pro PR. You can see that is Adobe Premiere Pro 2024. This is the After Effects 2024. Those are the softwares that I use to edit my videos. If you've never seen my videos, just check my YouTube channel, that is Charanas Media, or on TikTok you find me as Charanas Media as well. You can go and find me there, watch my videos. Those are the animations that I do, especially the latest videos that I've done. Those are the ones that I've edited using Adobe After Effects. So I'm also going to take you through Adobe After Effects so that you can understand how it works. Now let's start with Adobe Premiere Pro. Those are the softwares. I also have other Adobe softwares like Photoshop, Adobe Animate, and so on and so on. Adobe InDesign. All those I have. If you need, you can inbox me for business so that we see how it happens. So that is how when you open Adobe Premiere Pro, that is how it looks like. It's a very powerful software. It takes a few minutes or a few seconds to open because it's a very heavy software and powerful software. Remember, all those movies that you watch, most of them are edited using Adobe Premiere Pro. Or some of them could be edited with a software, a very powerful software like DaVinci Resolve. If you watched a movie like Squid Game, it was edited using the software DaVinci Resolve. We have another software known as the Final Cut. It's one of the best softwares, which is almost the same as Adobe Premiere Pro. Anyway, so we are in our Premiere Pro now. Let's check out what we have in Premiere Pro. The moment you open your Premiere Pro, this is the interface that you will see. Now, first of all, you have Adobe Premiere Pro 2024, the latest version, guys. If you need it, you can get it from me. Now we have a file, edit, clip, sequence. Those are the tabs that you see over here. Don't worry about them. I'm going to show you, or I'm going to take you through all of them. Majority of them you're going to know if you follow my videos from today, because I'll be doing how to work to do Premiere Pro. I have an experience of 2 years of doing Premiere Pro, and I think 6 months of working with After Effects. Now, as you can see here, let's start here. This is a new project. If you are starting afresh, if you want to start a very new project, that is where you click, and that is where we're going to click. But before we get there, we have open project. So when you have another project that you are working on and you want to open it, or you worked for the project, or you worked on the project long time ago and you want to get it in your files, this is where you come, open project. You get it in your files. You see it takes you to the computer. Then get your file, open it, and then you're going to edit. If you want to get some file inside there or edit some file, you can always get it from your computer. Also, remember, we are at home. You can see we are at home. This is what we call home interface. And then if you want to learn, you can always click there, get to learn more things, but don't click there because I'm here for you. I'm here to make you learn. If you follow these tutorials here, they're going to be very hard for you to really learn about them. But when you're with me, you're going to learn very easily. Now we have other new things here, like new team project. If you are editing so many people at the same time, you can always use this tab, open team project, and so on and so on. But for this one, I don't encourage you to learn more about them, because I don't believe you could be planning to edit as a group. Those are done by professionals. Now these are some of the projects that I've done before. Those are the projects, the sample 6 minutes ago, how to start earning with Upwork by creating an account step by step. That is my latest video. You can check it out on my YouTube channel. 5 best investments, M-Pesa business. Those are some of the projects that I've done before. So maybe we can make a step and see what happens. Let's now assume we are getting into a new project. So I'll click new project. Yes, yeah, there we go. This is the next interface that you see. So you can see here we have 4 tabs. We have home icon, we have import, we have edit and export. Now we were at home. Now we've come from home. We're going to the import now, the import section. Now this is where the video that you have done, for example this video that I'm doing, I'm going to be importing it to the Premiere Pro. Now this is the stage where I'm going to import my video. All the footages that you have, all the files, all the pictures, all everything that you want to use, all the audios, you may want to import them from this section where we have import. However, it doesn't mean that it's a must that you import them from this section, because you can always do it when you are at this tab of editing. The Premiere Pro gives you an opportunity to also import it from elsewhere while you are editing. So personally, I don't import my footages from here. I always import my footages when I'm editing. Now also, it's important to note that this is the point where you name your project. For example, let me name my project here as new sample. Yes, new sample. There we go. And also you can change your location from here. Now this is the default Premiere Pro storage location, but you can always change when you want. For example, you can change here file location, open from your computer. Maybe you can decide to put it at that is the desktop. I like when it is at the desktop. Yes, create new folder, and then yes, go on and save it there if you want. Now also, these are the footages. You can see if I click home here, those are projects. Some we have default you have default footages from Premiere Pro. They are here and you can see them. We have sample media, maybe we can see it. So this is the sample media of Premiere Pro, and you can see when you move your pointer on this footage, you can see the motion. You can always access from here and know whether those were the actual projects or they were actual footages that you wanted. Now also you can reduce the size. You can reduce the size from here. You can reduce the size so that you can see more footages here. You can see, and you can always increase the size. You can just have them in line like that, or icons like that. So if you want to see more details about the name, the duration and so on, you can just always press here. You can filter what you want. You can always do a lot of things from here, but I don't encourage you to always stay at this interface because it may not be very important for you. Now the next thing is to name your sequence, but again I don't encourage you to be naming your sequence from here. We have a point where we can name our sequence properly. Now let's go ahead and create. Now our name here, new sample, is going to be our project name. So let's go ahead and create one. Yes, create. Right, now remember we were at home, then import, and now we are in the main part, that is the edit. This is where you're going to spend most of your time in, guys. And you can see we have several windows, and the first time I was opening Premiere Pro it was so confusing, but later on I came to notice, oh come on, so it was that easy. Now you can see the moment I click any window, it becomes, or the edges become blue. This is another window. There's another window. We have a small window here. There's another small window on the other side. There's another window. This is always another window called the tools bar, where you can also have special tools. We're going to see them. Right, so how do you start from here? How do you start from here, guys? Now if you don't have a certain window, you can always add it from somewhere, and we're going to see. Now this is the first window for you to understand. And remember, a window can have 2 windows in one. For example, here we have new project. This is where we can import. At the same time, we have effects on the other side. So it's a window with another window inside. So that is, we can have this is how I've set my Premiere Pro, and that's how it works. But you can set yours in the way you want. because you can customize all those windows the way you want. Now the first part is here. Now this is where we import. I told you before that it's not a must that you import from here. You can always come to import from here. If I double click there, you see I get my new files here. I can double click that and import. I've imported a file which I didn't import earlier. Now also the next part is this window here known as the preview. Now the preview has so many other sub windows here. We have so many other panels, what we call panels. Now this panel here, another panel, mixture and metadata, text, and so on and so on and so on, but the one that we want most is the source clip and the control effects. These other ones are not very important. We can always close these panels like this. We may not need them. Even this one we may not need them. Here we need these two. Those are the most important part. Now here, this is where we can control our effects. At the same time, we can see our preview. What do we mean by preview? I want to come here and double click this one. The moment I double click, I will see my footage or my picture. This is my image that I just imported. I have previewed it from here. Now the moment I am satisfied with the preview there, then I can import it. I can just drag it back to the I can always drag it back to this window. This window is known as the timeline. The timeline. This is always known as the timeline, which is the main part actually. And also it's important to note that all these windows, all these panels go hand in hand. Now after you import it from here, then you are going to edit it, and as you edit it, you are seeing it from here. This is the playback window, the playback panel. You can always see here. And maybe the first thing I want to do, I want to import this here. We're going to learn more ways in which we're going to set our sequence, but for now let me just do it very fast, and you can see this is what happened. So whatever is happening here, whatever you are editing here, for example, if I can just cut this, I'm going to show you how I cut that. If I can play now, you can see space. We've created a space, and you can see whatever we are doing here is going to be previewed over here. So this is the preview. And if you want to also edit, I told you in this panel we have two parts. We can always see the effects. We can just control it. We can control the effects from here. Maybe I can just try that and see what happens. We can change the position, or maybe the scaling. Let me just have the keyframe over here. The scale, I can reduce it from there to there. Oh, so let's see what happens. Yes, play again. So you can see that is my preview. I can always move, even if I want to just play along with this one. I can just have a keyframe there, move it one side, and then take it back. Yes, and then finally maybe I can just have this keyframe right here. Sorry, yes, and then now I can just return it the way it was. So let's see in the preview what we have. Yes, space, and then yes to the right, then up. Yes, so that is the preview, and this is the most important part of Premiere Pro. The timeline and the preview, and together with the this is the playback panel, and this is what we call the control effects. This is where you control the effects, and so on and so on and so on. Also, I want us to check on the other side. This is the essential graphics, guys. Now this one I'll have to take time to explain it, because it is a lot of things we can learn from essential graphics panel. You can always reduce those panels that you don't need most, because essential graphic panels are some of those panels that you may not want to use most of the time. This is the audio one, and we can always reduce it. And those are the tools now that we are going to be using. For example, if I want to cut, this is a blade or razor blade. I can razor tool, and I can cut there. And this is the selection tool. I can select and move what I want, and so on and so on and so on. So those are the basics for Premiere Pro. And in our next video, I want to explain more details on this interface that you can see here, guys. So let's get ready as we do more on Premiere Pro. See you in the next video.